Evening, friends. Tom Chapin here with John Cobert, Michael Mark. We're going to attempt to do this brand new recording and do it live and for your enjoyment. Here's the first song. One more time.
It's a very short song.
If you listen close, I'll share a thought or two about who I am, what I'm trying to do. I've come to toss some words up in the air with a tune to float and fly them to your ear. I am not a savior sent here from on high. I'm just a singer trying to get by. I'm not a messenger from some far distant star, just a poet with an old guitar. I am no magician who makes things disappear, but I can cast a spell to calm your doubt and fear. Listen to the sky when the night is clear. Hear what the ancients called the music of the spheres. Ooh, 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 ooh. Listen close, there's magic in the air. Hear the notes are flying, flying everywhere. It's an ancient art as old as humankind. Sing your song and move on down the line. I am not a preacher calling judgment down, just a troubadour traveling town to town. I'm not a sorcerer with potions rare and strong, just an old musician trying to get along. Ooh, 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 ooh. You can help us with that part. Ooh, I'm no therapist to heal your hurting soul, just another traveler on the open road, standing on the stage with methods tried and true. Open up your heart, let the music through. Listen close, there's magic in the air. Hear the notes are flying, flying everywhere. It's an ancient art as old as humankind. Sing your song and move on down the line. Sing a song and move on down the line. I'll sing my song and move on down the line. Ooh, 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 ooh. Listen close. Wrote that with my friend Cy Khan. He actually wrote a whole bunch of the center stuff, and I wrote the beginning and end and the oohs and the tune. Fun. And here's a song. This is an older song. It's actually the title track of an album of ours called Broadside that my friend John Forster and I wrote. And but that it's out of print right now, and I felt like it really follows the first song. It goes like this. 2, 3, and... Every day the news abounds with scoundrels doing wrong, which impels us to take action, which message is really, really strong, like expressing our displeasure through the lyric of a song, preferably a sing-along. And John's phone. There's a name for what we're doing, and broadside's the term. A tough melodic weapon full of values we affirm. Just load her up and let her rip, and watch the wicked squirm as everybody sings along. Broadside, broadside, they cannot ignore us. They may run, but they can't hide. We'll out 'em with a verse and rout 'em with a chorus of a broadside. We're ruled by a corporation, conglomerate, and bank. Congress is in gridlock, the courts are in the tank. If we get out of this alive, it's us you'll have to thank for asking you to sing along. It was Pete and it was Woody who pioneered it all. They taught Tom and Phil and Mary and Peter and Paul. But the times they are changing and the writing on the wall says everybody sing along. Broadside, broadside, they cannot ignore us. They may run, but they can't hide. We'll out 'em with a verse, rout 'em with a chorus of a broadside. Feel the power of the right notes and the right quotes combine. Feel the power of the right song to open up your heart and mind. Now you may think a sing-along is just a silly game, and believing it can change the world is really kind of lame. But we shall overcome, finally overcame, 'cause everybody sang along. Broadside, broadside, they cannot ignore us. They may run, but they can't hide. We'll out 'em with a verse, rout 'em with a chorus of a broadside. Last chance. Broadside, broadside, they cannot ignore us. They may run, but they can't hide. We'll out 'em with a verse, rout 'em with a chorus, deck 'em with a verse, wreck 'em with a chorus, hurt 'em with a verse, and convert 'em with a chorus of a broadside. I think we did that in G, didn't we?
Yeah, possibly. Not this time.
It was a little bit higher. Good job, guys. Well, let's see. Let me put the banjo on. I know, that's why I did it in A. I believe the sheet. And the sheet was wrong.
Don't believe that sheet.
And this is another song that Cy Khan left me some lyrics for, and I finished it. It's let me get my banjo here.
This one's an A.
This one is an A, right? Let's see. It's an interesting thing doing a recording these days, when you can get it streamed and all that stuff. So it's kind of a leap of faith. I mean, it always was, but now it's a leap of faith that probably is not going to make much money, and maybe even make its money back. But that's what we do, you know, and that was the reason to.
Well, it'll make its money back if everyone listening buys it.
It's true, and if you put in $50 tonight, you get a free. You get not only watch this, but also get an autographed copy of the new recording. Hold Our Ground.
Hold our ground.
see.
That's what these are all called.
But I didn't sign it. You signed it yourself.
Oh, I'll sign it.
We did a lot of the recording right here in this room, actually. And
We spread out a little bit more.
and we didn't have the camera on. Let's see. One. You got your harmonica? 1, 2, 3. I dreamt I was at the crossroad, harsh wind at my back. Thought I saw the man himself come rambling down the track. Hard times at his shoulders, a worn case in his hand. Woody Guthrie stopped, said to me, I just don't understand. He said, I thought I'd seen the worst of times, folks scratching in the dirt. My long unemployment lines, millions out of work. All those hungry women, all those desperate men. I guess history runs in circles, 'cause it's coming around again. In the middle of the night, I lay there in between, half asleep and half awake, caught up in Woody's dream. In the middle of the night, I found out what it means to hitch a ride on Woody Guthrie's dream. When they're fracking in your backyard and poison in your stream, in some ancient forest, you can hear a chainsaw scream. When fire and flood and hurricane are tearing at the seams, don't despair, old Woody said, get up and live your dreams. Go work and march together, demanding what you need. Speak the truth to power, call out corporate greed. Sing the story of the underdog, overworked and underpaid. Stand up proud, shout out loud, clear and unafraid. In the middle of the night, I found out what it means to hitch a ride on Woody Guthrie's dream. That was happening. In the middle of the night, I lay there in between, half asleep and half awake, caught up in Woody's dream. In the middle of the night, I found out what it means to hitch a ride on Woody Guthrie's dream. Play one. Asked him what he dreamed about, he shook his head and smiled. A decent job for everyone, a home for every child, food for every family, a roof for every head. Ain't that what you dream about? He looked at me and said, well, I dreamed I was at the crossroad, and as Woody turned to go, he said, I got no place in this old world now, it's your rodeo. Go right some wrong, carry on like a ghost in a machine. Good luck, farewell, give 'em hell, I'll see you in your dreams. I'll see you in your dreams.
Hey, pianist engineer,
Yes, sir.
our remote listener wants to know if you have any more volume you can crank out, or are we at the top?
Yes, on your computer. Turn the volume. Just kidding. I'll see what I can do.
We'll see what we can do.
Nothing on this end. Guess I change every minute.
And what does this say?
What does it say? So it's not loud enough out there?
A little louder, a little more piano.
A little louder, a little more piano. Okay.
Oh, look at this. I was about to do something, and we need to do it on...
Okay.
We're trying to do the songs in order, so I need to keep changing instruments. But this one has a lot more strings.
Can you reach it?
I can't. Cool.
The comments are saying that.
Well, we'll see.
We shall see what they say.
Let me see.
Let me get this in here. Oh, it's plugged in, that's why. Sorry about that. Let me see this thing here. Where's my roadie?
Where's my rodeo?
We are our own roadies.
We are our own rodeos. Let me turn this down a bit here.
Piano good, could be louder.
Piano good, could be louder.
That's good.
Make me up a T-shirt that says that. Okay.
Here's a song that on the recording I have my
Piano
daughter's help, and it really does help. But we'll do it this way. fit the moment when so many things and people are so angry and trying to figure out what's going on, all these changes. War is on, and all this stuff. When times grow dark and life grows mean, the hardest times we've ever seen, when darkness overwhelms the dawn, can we find strength to carry on? When high winds tear down what we built, do we give in to blame and guilt, or work and fight as we've done before, and rise once more, and rise once more? You are here,
Hold our ground,
I am here,
hold our ground.
we are here together through times of strife,
Hold our ground,
times of fear.
hold our ground.
We will hold our ground forever. When tempers and the earth grow hot, we'll trust the goals for which we fought. We'll not lose sight of a brighter day, nor lose one friend along the way. You are here,
Hold our ground,
I am here,
hold our ground.
we are here together through times of strife,
Hold our ground,
through times of fear.
hold our ground.
We will hold our ground forever. We will hold our ground forever. Let's play one. The common good is still our creed, to each according to their need. Though oceans rise and high winds wear, our quiet courage will prevail. You are here,
Hold our ground,
I am here.
hold our ground.
We are here together through times of strife,
Hold our ground,
through times of fear.
hold our ground.
We will hold our ground forever. We will hold our ground forever. Hold our ground forever. That's a fun song to sing.
That's a good song. It's a good name for a CD.
Yeah.
We should call it that.
Absolutely.
We didn't put forever on there, though.
That's all right. Hold your ground.
Hold your
our
water.
ground.
Putting this back here where it doesn't fall over. So let's see. I think, is it Miracle in the Rain next?
Miracle Rain.
So this is one song that I've known since 1970 or 71.
Yeah.
Wow.
My
Longer than you've known me.
I had several bands, and one was called Mount Airy with Bob Hinkle and his brother Steve Chapin and two other great writers, Rich Look and Ralph D'Onofrio, who changed his name to Cash Monet.
How'd that work out for him?
I don't know.
Okay.
We haven't gotten in touch with him recently. We've been trying to find him.
It's tough when you write him checks.
Cash Monet.
Cash Monet.
Let's see what we're doing here. Yeah, this is right here. I'm in the right place. Let me see. Did you give me an E there? Give me an E.
Pick one.
These guitars have been sat in the trunk for a little while today, so they're still getting acclimated. It's pretty close. My daughter has been singing this song too. It's on an album we did with them, their first album, which was the Chapin Sisters Sing the Chapin Brothers. Really good album of Abigail and Lily Chapin and Jessica Craven, and we did some of that here too, I think.
Yeah, we did.
Way back when. You said in our life there was too much to hold on to, and right now, am I in the right key?
No, you're
A.
a whole step too much.
Aha. It should be in D.
Yep.
It should be in D. That's right.
Bonus key.
All of this inside stuff is invaluable to you, because you don't see what goes on behind the scenes usually.
Like tuning.
Yeah, tuning and all that stuff. Making things louder and softer.
Maybe we'll have a contest later. What key did Tom start to play Miracle Moreno? You win a free track from Hold Our Ground.
There it is. Okay. Excuse me. You said in our life there was too much to hold on to, and right now you wanted to let go. We planted some reasons, some promises out of season, but between us nothing would grow. Country towns, city sounds, can you tell me where love is bound? Country sounds, city frowns, can you tell me where love is found? Stillborn, threadbare, we stood there crying, happy to at least share the pain. Morning of the last day, that Sunday, I stood there hoping for a miracle in the rain. Country towns, city sounds, can you tell me where love is bound? Country sounds, city frowns, can you tell me where love is found? I borrowed a few cents to call you on the pretense to tell you I'm doing fine. what's new, and we both knew the answer's still true. I love you. Are you still on the line? Country towns, city sounds. Can you tell me where love is bound? Country sounds, city frowns. Can you tell me where love is found? Oh, oh, oh. Country sounds, city frowns. Well, here's a song that is also an old song. I years ago, my brother Harry was writing Cotton Patch Gospel, and I was writing a musical, I thought, about the bank robber, Willie Sutton. And if those of you who really do a deep dive, there's a song on City of Mercy about Willie Sutton. But this is one of the songs that never... it was about when Willie came out of jail and came back to Brooklyn, and the place had all changed. And I was thinking of that. I moved out of Brooklyn 40 years ago. 40 years ago. So did John. Moved up here, and there is something about going back to your old street, your old neighborhood, and how it changes. My brother Steve heard this song and said, "You're in Brooklyn Heights. The house is still there. What are you talking about?" I said, "Shh." So this is how it goes. Johnny, start it up. Killed my street in Brooklyn, don't know it anymore. The apartment house where I grew up, the corner grocery store. There was no obituary, no grieving cards were sent. Those days and ways just disappeared. The world that was just went. They killed my street, killed my city, it'll never be the same. Like I woke and found it broken, what a crying shame. What a crying shame. When they kill a street in Brooklyn, it don't make the evening news. No fond goodbyes, no teary eyes, no one sings the blues. Shoulda seen it in the old days. You'll hear your own voice say, when they kill your street in your hometown, some old rainy day. They killed my street, killed my city, it'll never be the same. They killed my street, knocked me off my feet. What a crying shame. What a crying shame. It'll all seem so familiar till suddenly you're lost. When you amble down the avenue, keep your fingers crossed, 'cause time is the destroyer. And when you live this long, you'll find everything old is gone, but you singing the sad, sad song. They killed my street, they killed my city. I made it home to see what they done to my hometown, what they done to me. They killed my street, killed my city, it'll never be the same. They killed my street, knocked me off my feet. What a crying shame. What a crying shame. What a crying shame. They killed my street in Brooklyn. Oh my goodness. So Brother Steve is coming back from Nova Scotia, which is going to be nice. Let's see. Yeah.
Wow.
First time in 3 years up there in his campground. And coming back and working out how to maybe get a work permit and stuff up there because he's
Coming back, eh?
It's coming
He's
back.
finally going to work?
Maybe we'll get him to be in one of these days when he comes back. Let's see.
Oh, why are we in this key?
It should be B flat, shouldn't it?
B flat.
Because I wrote it down in there and it's the wrong one. Let's see. Wow.
Oh, it sounds like a good album to me.
Well, it's fun to sing these songs.
Yeah.
We actually sang a bunch of these at Winfield this last week, and in Winfield, Kansas, at the Walnut Valley Festival.
Great big festival.
And 50 years, the 50th anniversary of the first one.
So what centennial is that? Not
Semi.
Semi-centennial?
I'm gonna get a little drink of water myself. But it was supposed to be blistery hot. It was not blistery hot. It was warm, certainly. But it was really great to see everybody.
Consider 98 degrees warm.
Did it get to 98? I didn't think it did. But we had just a wonderful time seeing old friends, a bunch of great musicians, and it was great. It's 20,000 people at the old Dusty Fairground, which we'll do a song about in a minute. I'm introducing it, but too soon.
That's
Yes.
all right. You're foreshadowing.
Yeah.
So you're going to do, you're going to play that opening lick for me?
Yeah, sure.
1, 2, 3, 4. The night air holds a chill, though it's still sweet and dry. I can see Orion shining with my naked eye. I came up north to find you and found that you were gone. And now the highway's frozen with winter coming on. Winter star, shine in the distance. Your night light is so cold and clear. Winter star, tell me why is it where you are is never here? Well, the snow they predicted, I guess it's all blown west. And aren't all the winter trees so thin and sadly dressed? They said you talked about me, that I was the only one. Then you left for New York City somewhere before the dawn. Winter star, shine in the distance. Your light is so cold and clear. Winter star, Tell me, why is it where you are is never here? The night air holds a chill, though it's still sweet and dry. I can see Orion shining with my naked eye. I don't want to change you, just want to feel your light. So I follow the frozen highway to New York City tonight. Winter star, shine in the distance. Your light is so cold and clear. Winter star, tell me, why is it where you are is never here? Where you are is never here. Winter Star. That's also by Rich and Cash, Rich Looking Cash Monet, another older song. Some of you may have heard it when I did that an evening of winter songs, and Claudia reminded me that I had it, and I said, really? I don't remember the words, and she sent me this tape of me live, and I think in '93, and it was way up here, guys. It was like this.
Oh, yeah.
The night air holds a chill, though it's still sweet and dry. I can see Orion shining with my naked eye. And I said, maybe it's a little high for the boy these days. That tenor voice that I had once upon a time, or upper baritone, I guess I was. All right. Well, we needed a. We first wrote this song for Winfield, and then we wrote a version for Clearwater. And Clearwater didn't happen this year, which was such a bummer for us. So when we recorded the album, we did the Walnut Valley version, and that's what we did this weekend. Let me see where we are. We're in D, right, guys? Yeah. Okay. And part for you to sing in here. I got the first verse by myself, right? First chorus, first, okay?
Yes.
Every September, there's a wonderful sight at this dusty old fairgrounds, by day and by night. Guitars and banjos, voices that blend. So happy to see you, my friend. 50-some years of good stories and tunes have been played here and sung out and howled at the moon. From the very beginning right through to the end. So happy to see you, happy to be with you, happy to see you, my friend. Under a Walnut Valley sun, another Winfield welcomes everyone as we gather together to sing out again. So happy to see you, my friend. Got a bushel of old songs, a sprinkle of new. It's a pleasure to stand up and and share 'em with you. And to hear your good voices ring out once again. So happy to see you, happy to be with you, happy to see you, my friend. Under a Walnut Valley moon, another windfield sings its joyful tune as we gather together to sing out again. So happy to see you, my friend, as this old world goes stumbling along. Winfield brings us back to sing her sweet September song. Some old friends have left us, but we are still here. With young folks who've come of age every new year, with a voice to declare and a hand to extend. So happy to see you, my friend. May the music stay strong, and may it survive. With this crew and these artists who keep it alive. Still, you're the foundation on which we depend. So happy to see you, happy to be with you, happy to see you, my friend. Under a Walnut Valley moon, another windfield brings its joyful tune as we gather together to sing out again. So happy to see you, happy to be with you, happy to see you, my friend. Happy to see you, my friends. Yeah. Walnut Valley Moon. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it was a great festival.
'Twas.
Great to get together with.
And my
folks
guitar
we
wasn't
hadn't
even
seen
on
in
the
years.
whole that whole show.
Really?
That whole song. Yep.
Well, they heard you through this
It
one.
sounded really good here.
Yeah.
It did.
And if you get the CD,
You'll
you'll hear it even better.
Hold Our Ground. And now this is a song that this is sort of fun. We have never done this together, guys, right?
And yes, and we still won't.
And we still know.
We'll do it,
We do it in E,
but it
Phil?
won't be together.
Should we do it in E? Way up.
Do it in E, please.
Okay, E. All right, we'll try it. Let's see.
Yes, are you on?
Yeah. Put 30-some strings on a box that rings and tune for the rest of your life. Say hello to your new best friend. Say goodbye to your wife. I'm in a 12-chord program that'll last my whole life long. I'm an Autoharpaholic, and this is my sad song. It's Charlie Zimmerman, Oscar Schmidt, Sears and Roebuck too. Sarah Carter, Kilby Snow, Brian Bowers, and now you. I'm in a 12-chord program that'll last my whole life long. I'm an Autoharpaholic, and this is my sad song. Hi, I'm Tom. I'm an Autoharpaholic.
Hi, Tom.
I'll take you in my arms tonight, hold you to my heart. When our bodies are in tune, I know we'll never part. And then John McCutcheon says,
My name is John. I'm an Autoharpaholic.
Hi, John. One day soon I'll shed this world and put on angels' wings. And there in heaven's wondrous choir I'll play that boxwood string. I'm in a 12-chord program that'll last my whole life long. I'm an Autoharpaholic, and this is my sad song. Autoharpaholic, and this is my sad song. So I guess I should tell you how this song happened.
Yes.
Brian Bowers and a guy named Ron Wall decided they should put together an album of really great auto harp players, and somehow they invited me and John McCutcheon, and but there were like, I don't know, 40 or 50 people. There was three CDs worth. It was called Auto Harp Legacy, and they flew us all down someplace, I think in the South, and we sat in the outside studio, and people one at a time went in, and played with a little band. And while we're sitting there, John and I said, maybe we should write a song about it. He said, how about Autoharpaholic? So we wrote this song, and I actually had worked out a piece. My auto harp is in E, which nobody else has an E harp except maybe Brian Bowers, who has 17 of them. But nobody there. It was all D's and C's and F's and G's, and so by the time I got in there, it was the band was a little bit sort of spaced, and they just wanted to hear like folk things, and I had this. Recorded it by myself. It didn't make the record, but what made the record was Autoharpaholic, and that's out of print now. So we thought, well, yeah, let's put that on the recording, and so John McCutcheon is on the recording as well.
And just so you know, 50 auto harpists is 1,850 strings.
Oh,
Good use of the iPhone.
that's good. Good job. So here, let's do an auto harp song. This is by my great buddy Scott Ainsley, whose birthday it is today.
Yeah,
Scotty. And this is a song we wrote at Common Ground in the Hill down in Westminster, Maryland. Come in, the door is open. You are welcome here. Come in, the door is open. Leave out all doubt and fear. We'll plant a seed together, and together watch it grow, and learn once more what we already know. Lift up your voice, rejoice in what we found. Let every heart take refuge in the sound. Feel the walls around us tremble, we will surely bring them down, and find ourselves on common ground. Find ourselves on common ground. This is how we celebrate our song and dance and art. This is how we touch the future, how we touch a heart. Tell your story to a child and they'll make it as their own. This is how we learn we're not alone. Lift up your voice, rejoice in what we found. Let every heart take refuge in the sound. Feel the walls around us tremble, we will surely bring them down, and find ourselves on common ground. Find ourselves on common ground. In our time together, I begin to understand there are bridges we can only cross together, hand in hand. Soon we'll head on homeward, we'll go our separate ways, but these echoes will be dancing down our days. Lift up your voice, rejoice in what we found. Let every heart take refuge in the sound. Feel the walls around us tremble, we will surely bring them down. And find ourselves on common ground. Find ourselves on common ground. Common ground. Yeah. Scott Ainsley.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Scotty.
Happy birthday, Scotty.
Let's see here. Oh, this is so what do people do during COVID? Well, a lot of people got puppies. We did.
Learn to make bread.
Learn to make bread. We did. A lot of people had babies. And my daughters both had baby boys, as some of you who watched the morning shows know. And you saw the little baby Oliver. And so years ago, for my first grandson, Miles, I made the mistake of writing a song for him. And then came Max, and I wrote a song for Max. And then MJ, and I had to write a song for MJ. And then Elspeth Esther, who you guys all saw live as well. And then Willa. So that was 5, and all of a sudden we got 2 more. So I decided I'm going to put them on the album, because who knows when the next album is going to happen. And,
The next grandchild.
well, it's true. I think the plan is not to have any more, but you never know about these things.
Never know about these things.
Here's a song for Oliver and Beau. Early on February, that's an F. Early on February, no, it
Says
isn't.
D.
D. Okay.
But I don't know.
D sounds better than me.
I think we should let them decide.
Here we
Pick a
go.
key.
I think D is good. I'm not sure why I have these things written down here.
But that says C.
It says C, but
Yeah.
whoops.
What's that? Oh, a finger pick.
Drop the finger pick on the flow. Okay, Oliver, this is for you. I don't know, you're probably dead asleep, but maybe your parents or your older sister are awake.
Sometimes, yeah.
Early on a February morning arrived a very mellow and healthy little guy. Newborn to Seth and Lil, a brother to Big Gorilla. Welcome a new star in our sky. Say hello to our On wintry days so dark and cold, it warms the hearts of young and old to hear the news of a miracle so near. A ray of hope for this old earth, how swell to celebrate the birth of a brand new baby boy who's joined us here. Say hello to Oliver Beau. What will you be? We can't wait to see. Oh, you make the future look so bright. Turn your face up to the light. Say hello to Oliver Beau. Johnny. Of all your cousins, coast to coast, E.E. and Arthur are easternmost, and Miles and Max, Beckett and M.J. are out there on the western shore. They'll be your friends forevermore. A family is never far away. Say hello to Oliver Beau. What will you do? We're cheering for you. Oh, you make the future look so bright. Turn your face up to the light. Say hello to Oliver Beau. Hello to Oliver Beau.
Yeah,
Oliver.
That's a good one.
Mr. Oliver.
that's a good one.
What's funny about these things is that every kid likes the other one better.
This is a good one. I like this one.
And here's a song that John Forster and I wrote years ago, and I've always loved it. I put this in between the two baby songs because it just fits so well, being a parent or a grandparent or an uncle or an aunt. This song was actually sung by what's her name, on one of the children's records. I'll think of it in a minute. Sing me the story of your day, of the coming and the going, of another day of growing, and what you found along the way. Sing me the story of your day. Sing me the story of your day. A surprising smile that warmed you, an idea that transformed you. Show me the game you learned to play. Show me the story of your day. When you face a fear, you deserve a cheer. I've got 2 ears to lend you. Sing me the story of your day, a triumphant tale of wonder, or of rugs pulled out from under. Sometimes a blue sky turns to gray. Sing me the story of your day. I got the first one. Play one, John. When you need me near, I'll always be right here to listen and defend you. Sing me the worries of your day. Can we solve them now? I doubt it, but it helps to talk about it, and we might find that it's okay. story of your day. Sing me the story of your day. What a sweet song.
Nice, beautiful.
Shania Twain recorded this.
Oh, yeah.
Shania.
Let's see. Here's the one in F.
Faith Hill.
Faith Hill. That's right. Right. Thank you, Claudia. Faith Hill. Shania Twain. Yeah, it was Faith Hill.
Okay.
And for the a collection of, well, I can't remember the whole thing. Claudia, maybe you can put it down there. My brain is in a different place right this moment.
It's also important to know that apparently Bernie Sanders is doing some TikTok thing live about folk songs or something.
Now?
He's obviously not watching you.
He's not watching me.
I know.
Bernie,
Bernie.
how can you do this to me? All right, this is for Arthur Moon. Turn the TV off. Turn the radio down. There's big news brewing in our town. Yes, it happened in the early morn. Brand new healthy baby boy was born. 28 November is the date. 8 pounds 6 ounces is the weight. 21 inches long, they say. Born at the dawning of the day. His name is Arthur, Arthur Moon. Hello, Arthur, Arthur Moon. This is Arthur's grandpa offering a tune. A newborn Arthur Moon. Your sister E.E. sleeps unaware till Jessie wakes her, brings her downstairs to meet the newborn in the room. E.E.'s ecstatic, over the moon. This is your brother, Arthur Moon. Say hello to Arthur Moon. I am Arthur's grandpa offering a tune. The newborn Arthur Moon. The family gathers round the bed, notes the dark hair on your head, long graceful fingers on each hand. Abigail and Jesse's perfect little man. One life's beginning, others dim down. I'm just grateful to be around, to catch the start of a life so new. We'll do the very best we can for you. His name is Arthur, Arthur Moon. This little guy lights up the room. We'll get to watch him write his own song pretty soon. Hello, Arthur. Welcome, Arthur. Thank you, Arthur Moon. Good. I didn't know the last chorus there. Know it. I wrote it.
Got you covered.
This is Autoharp. Is that what this is?
It is.
It is another
is.
Autoharp. We went back and forth here.
Boy, I should do it different. Don't you think?
I think it'd be nice. And you got a time while I turn this around. Autoharp's a little bit out of tune, but that gives it a nice old country feel, doesn't it? Sort of like an old piano. That's
Got a nice little note here. Abigail and family tuned in just in time for Arthur's song.
how cool is that? Yay!
Excellent.
We did pretty well on it too, guys. Let me do. So it's E.E. there and Jesse, and maybe Jesse is might be working tonight. I'm not sure. And Arthur and Abigail. Hi guys, love you.
Let's see.
Very
Nice
large.
song.
Very large.
Wow.
Piano's probably better in tune with that.
Yeah, this thing, this you do unless you can put some kind of no.
Now we'll just. I have
Okay.
the on here.
Oh, you do. When the rain on the window pane reminds you of your tears, and the music in your heart is just a jumble in your ears, I will be there with a shoulder for to cry on. I'll be there. Sometimes I'm not the best of friends, I'm not the best of men. Sometimes you think I'll leave your world and not come back again. But I will be there when you need someone to cling to. I'll be there. Roll on your way like a boat upon the ocean. We'll leave our trials on the troubled shore. Roll on your way, and I'll go rolling with you. And we will roll till we roll no more. When the burden that you carry gets too heavy to disguise, and the pain you hold inside casts a shadow in your eyes, I will be there. When you need me most of all, babe, I'll be there. Roll on your way like a boat upon the ocean. We'll leave our trials on the troubled shore. Roll on your way, and I'll go rolling with you. And we will roll till we roll no more. Play one, John. Roll on your way like a boat upon the ocean. We'll leave our trials on the troubled shore. Roll on your way, and I'll go rolling with you. And we will roll till we roll no more. And we will roll till we roll no more. I like the song. Michael and I wrote that many a moon ago. It's a great song to sing together.
Many an Arthur moon ago.
And this is John Cobert. Thank you, John. This is Michael Mark. Thank you, Michael.
What a pleasure.
And we have one more song to do, but the album is called Hold Your Ground. Hold Our Ground,
Hold our
sorry.
ground.
And includes a couple of special guests, John McCutcheon on Autoharpaholic. These two gents are all over it, playing and singing. And, of course, my daughters, Abigail and Lily. and I'm proud of it. It's a good record, good recording. So if you feel like it, it's you can. If you feel like getting an autographed copy, call up the office, and I will do it for you and send it to you myself. And
You can find them on TomChapin.com too, right?
TomChapin.com. That's where they are. And let's see. Got a couple of gigs coming up as well. You can find out about those. I've got one next Friday in Morristown, and then Michael and I have something next
Here in White Plains.
in White Plains,
Close by.
a freebie at a little church in White Plains.
But we're going to tune up, even though it's a free concert.
Give me a thing. This tuner's not working. Let me just make sure. We want to end up in. We started in tune. We want to end up in tune. Oh, that's good. Yep. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo. Let's see. Not seem to be reading here.
No?
Not reading. How about this one here?
It's weird because it's a banjo.
It says, I don't do banjos. What's that? Abigail says what?
I didn't see the whole text, but Abigail said something like, oh no, this is, really liked hearing Bernie sing along out of tune. Meanwhile, Dad is also doing a live show right now. But close in tune.
Why is it so hard to tune?
Because there's only one more song and it doesn't want you to stop.
I'm happy.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So this song happened because my friend Sai Khan asked. He sent me this email. Said, "What's the name of your publishing company? I'm making a list of my songs. I'm going to just make sure that they're all." And I said, "The Last Music Company." And he said, "Wow, there must be a story behind that." And I said, "Well, maybe we have to make one up because there really wasn't. I just tried 4 other names and everyone was taken." And finally I said, "The Last Music Company," and he took it. So that became it. So he sent me the first verse. What is it for you? There it is.
There it is. Closer.
He sent me the first verse and said, "Your turn." So I wrote the rest. Where have they gone, these friends that I loved, who over the years meant so much to me? Their faces drift by as I wait by the door of the Last Music Company, hoping and watching for them to appear. I am lost in the sweet mist of memory. Time stands as still as a night with no moon at the Last Music Company. My friends and my family still hold up my heart, as each loss brings my world to its knees, and I seek out a refuge in the workshop of song at the last music company. I've worked at this table with many a good friend, catching up as we partnered a new melody with a story in rhyme that might make it sometime to the last music company. There's no distance that love can't erase. In a lifetime of memories, I've carved out a place to remember your voice and the smile on your face at the last music company. Where do we go when we come to the end of the pathway laid out for you and me? May we summon the courage and grace for to face the last music company. There's no distance that love can't erase. In a lifetime of memories, I've carved out a place to remember your voice and the smile on your face at the last music company. Where have they gone, these friends that I loved, who over the years meant so much to me? I'll remember your voice and the smile on your face at the last music company. The last music company. Thank you, friends. Thank you, John Cobert. Thank you, Michael Mark. Thanks for tuning in and watching us. We'll see you soon, and bless you all. It's fun to do this.
Tom Chapin.
And live video.
Yeah.
End.